Welcome to Scientia Academiae. In today's episode, we'll dive into some intriguing biology questions from paper 2 year June 2016 and explore the fascinating world of enzymes, cell structures, and physiological processes. Let's get started. Let's start with question 10, which carries 8 marks. Table 10.1 shows a number of processes that occur in the lungs and thorax. In part A, place a tick in each box against a process involved in removing carbon dioxide from the blood and expelling it to the atmosphere. First up, let's discuss how our body deals with carbon dioxide. In the lungs, carbon dioxide arrives through the capillaries and must be removed effectively. The key processes involved include diffusion into the alveoli. The diaphragm relaxes. The ribs fall. Pressure in the thorax increases. These processes ensure that carbon dioxide, a waste product of metabolism, is efficiently removed from our body. Moving on to part B, let's look at how oxygen concentration changes in inspired and expired air among 3 individuals, J, K, and L. For person J, there's a significant drop in expired oxygen. This could indicate that they are engaging in intense physical activity or have a high red blood cell count, which enhances oxygen absorption. Person K shows a moderate difference, reflecting typical activity levels. Person L has minimal reduction in oxygen, which might suggest conditions like lung disease, anemia, smoking, or other factors affecting their oxygen absorption. Now moving on to question 11 that carries 10 marks. Now, let's talk about enzymes. Enzyme Q, active in the human alimentary canal. Figure 11.1 shows the effect of pH on the rate of reaction of enzyme Q. In part A, part 1, use the information in figure 11.1 to name the region of the alimentary canal where enzyme Q is active. Enzyme Q works optimally in a specific pH environment. Based on the pH activity graph we have, enzyme Q is likely active in the stomach, and it's most likely pepsin which is needed for protein digestion. In part A, part 2, use your knowledge of the lock and key hypothesis of enzyme action to explain why enzyme Q is active only in this region of the alimentary canal and not in any other region. Why is this the case? Enzyme Q is active only in a specific region of the alimentary canal because its optimal pH is crucial for maintaining the correct shape of its active site, allowing it to fit and bind with its substrate. In this region, such as the acidic stomach, the pH supports enzyme Q's proper function. If the pH changes, such as becoming more alkaline, the enzyme denatures, altering its shape and preventing substrate binding, which renders enzyme Q inactive in those conditions. In part B, all enzymes contain carbon. List 3 other chemical elements that must be present in each molecule of an enzyme. Enzymes, like all proteins, contain carbon, but they also include other essential elements. These are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. These elements play crucial roles in maintaining enzyme structure and function. Hydrogen and oxygen are involved in forming various bonds and maintaining the enzyme's structure, while nitrogen is a key component of the amino acids that make up the enzyme's protein structure. The next question, question 12, carries 10 marks. In part A, let's explore the differences between a cell wall and a cell membrane. The cell wall and cell membrane have distinct differences in both structure and function. Structurally, the cell wall is thick and composed primarily of cellulose, providing a rigid outer layer around the cell membrane. In contrast, the cell membrane is thin, consisting mainly of a phospholipid bilayer with embedded proteins and fats. The cell wall surrounds and protects the cell membrane, giving the cell its shape and structural support. Functionally, the cell wall is permeable, meaning it allows most substances to pass through without regulation, whereas the cell membrane is semi-permeable and controls the entry and exit of specific molecules. The cell wall plays a crucial role in maintaining turgor pressure, supporting the cell, protecting it, and preventing it from bursting. Osmosis occurs through the cell membrane, allowing water to move in and out of the cell. Additionally, active transport, which requires energy, occurs only through the cell membrane to move substances against their concentration gradient. Finally, let's discuss Part B, how cells, tissues, and organs are related. Cells, like neurons, are the basic units of life. Groups of similar cells form tissues, such as muscle tissue, which enables movement. These tissues then combine to form organs. For example, the heart is an organ made up of muscle, connective, and epithelial tissues, all working together to pump blood. This organization from cells to tissues to organs allows for complex functions essential for life. If you enjoyed this exploration into the wonders of the human body and its processes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more educational content from Scientia Academiae. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.